I'm gonna play this video, Yay Father, featuring Travis Scott. Of course, I'm not gonna play with the sound. We'll be doing our own sound, but I'm gonna break down what I'm looking at with this video. Okay, so we got two nuns. Stop. All right, we got two nuns to the left or to the right. Someone comes in. Well, the priest comes in, and someone's in the backdrop with Jesus, the crucifixion, and then we got a man on a horse, a knight on a horse. He
Mm-hmm.
comes in, and then we got the police that come in right after him. And the police car came out before that, and they grabbed one of the nuns.
Yep.
Funny thing is I know somebody, one of my friends, his mother-in-law. She played the nun. Then we got the space. Look, then we got the space, the space situation, the alien. Then we got
Mm-hmm.
someone come out. A woman comes out and she's blowing kisses. There's a lot going on in this video. And then, of course, the paparazzi come in and takes the picture. I find it funny. We got the alien stuff, and Easter is coming up because this is like an Easter thing. The astronauts come in and they're about to get Kanye. I think, yeah, they grabbed Kanye, and Artemis just took off, and they went to the moon today. 4 astronauts, and they took his mask off and they drug Kanye out. He had an alien mask on, and Michael
Mm-hmm.
Jackson's behind him. Well, it looks like Michael Jackson could be Scorpio. I don't know. And you got these two black twins come in, and then the aliens come in before them, and Travis Scott takes the alien mask off. And then there's a birthday cake. There's a lot going on, and then in the backdrop you got the UFO.
Yeah.
And then I think the girls, I don't know if they get married. I'm so distracted. That's the thing.
No, the
This
girls come
whole
in and then they end up hooking up with the groom.
so that's what it was. They hooked up with Travis Scott,
Yeah.
and then the guy comes in and he puts the crucifixion thing down. They close the church doors, and the nun is gone. And okay, and it just says Father. I know a lot of people have been breaking down this video, and I haven't even looked at it. And I think there's just a lot of symbology going on with this video. The main thing is to me, I see just off bat the distractions. So many distractions, right? Just so many distractions. That's what's going on today. You get so bombarded and get so distracted, and the theme is Father, God. Keeping your eyes, I guess, on God. You get distracted from God and yourself because you're so focused on other things. The aliens and the paparazzi in the church. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the flow of it, other than the fact that it all happens in one space, like it's very rare you have that much activity in a video that only happens in one space. Like if we were to go back to This Is America, Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, he had a lot going on in that video as well. But it moved around. It moved around. This video, it feels kind of reminiscent of that. Like it's telling a silent story. And
Yeah,
it needs your, while all of the distraction is happening, it's trying to force you to focus at the same time.
yeah.
Now, the simple fact to me that this video is housed inside of this church is very interesting. And the church is the only is that's it. That's the set.
Yeah,
Everything is set inside and housed inside this church.
yeah,
So when you see that, to me what that says is this is the beginning of the lie. Like when you look at everything that came in and out of those church doors, everything was revolved around some kind of lie, not just distraction, but some kind of lie that's being force fed to the public.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so the church actually represents a house of lies. You're sitting there, you're looking, there's a choir there, and they're just rocking back and forth, doing church movement, but they're not singing.
Thank you, Fly Tide One, for being a member. Welcome,
Welcome.
West Side. That's what's up. Yeah, no, you got a point with the lies. You got a good point with the lies.
No, but look at, I mean, the first prominent movement that happens in that video is the choir that's sitting there not saying anything, not singing anything. They're not even singing along with the track. They're just rocking back and forth.
Which could be somewhat of a distraction. Some people go to church just for the entertainment, and the choir is part of the entertainment. The band, all that is part of the entertainment. Some people go there just for that.
Unfortunately, as much as I hate to
That's
say it, there's a lot of
no,
churches
that's true.
where that's all they get out of, and they tolerate the service. Like it's they tolerate the sermon, which goes to show you how important music is, because that's how a lot of people ensnare people into, membership in their church. Lord knows I hated missing praise and worship at my church because it would exalt everyone. It would bring everyone together. Everyone would be in such a wonderful space. And then the minister would come through and they were already prepared to receive whatever it was that he had to say.
Yeah,
So when
yeah,
you think about that, the choir becomes the vehicle that allows you to receive even possibly what could be an empty message.
yeah.
So that choir sitting there in that video, rocking back and forth and not singing and not saying anything, it actually says a lot. It says it really doesn't matter what we're singing. We got you.
Boom.